Don't get y'all's hopes up. I'm not commentating this game. I got food in front of me. But
menu narration set to 100.
Y'all can enjoy Chris Collinsworth and whatever the fuck his name is. Y'all can listen to my sweet sounding voice while I post your schedule.
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Throwing is Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. We'll try and do this. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Giants, nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Play action. Now Wilson. That one taken in by Neighbors. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 83 yards and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He's coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And the Giants first down.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Tar Heel, their rookie quarterback from UNC.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one.
And the Chargers, first down.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it.
Chargers, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Runs like that, this time on the RPO, is why they call him dangerous.
I love the way you dropped that in there. His decision-making is what makes it all go. Because his ability to process so quickly what the defense is doing, make the right read, and then when he takes off and runs, also knows how to protect himself downfield after he's gotten all he can out of the sprint.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 17-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help him dig out of this hole.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. Here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Tracy. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
Now they'll empty out the backfield.
3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And on that one, the youngster got caught holding the football a little too long in his own end zone.
And, Brandon, you know how we always talk about the clock that a quarterback has to have in his head when he's passing the ball? It has to speed up when you're backed up like this because you know pressure's coming at you. He'll learn. He's just a rookie.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. And New York set to take the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
2 yards.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the Chargers' 27-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And the Chargers.
This is Harris on the draw. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Wilson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Harris running straight ahead. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now 3rd down and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running left is Tracy. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw is Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Wilson to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now it's Wilson. And he is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's Rome Odunze. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 42 yards for the touchdown. The Bears are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's a welcome sight here. Back from injury, Chris Godwin. He was wreaking havoc on the secondary all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown grabs on the afternoon. The Bucs find a way. They win it by a point. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Alvin Kamara. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Saints find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Chargers to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That's they'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up second down.
Now back to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable, because so many of them were. 982 and counting.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for L.A. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stuffing him behind the line there, that's Dayon Henley. Really nice play. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
And needed a full yard there. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. In motion, Slayton. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterby. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Scatterby with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have cut the lead back down to 2.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
For the 2-point conversion.
Wilson going to throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Chargers offense back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 29-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And New York set to take the field. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Singletary going to get the handoff. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
46-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
They go play action with Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Wilson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. To about the 35, second down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Now Wilson.
2nd and 6.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Wilson on the keeper. And he will have a Giants first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 40.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Javon Holland there on the coverage.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Taken down at the 42. Here's a 2nd and 7.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go right back to Singletary. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And this one too low. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for the Chargers, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.